Hi everybody, I'm Jillian Freeland. I'm running to retire Doug Lamborn and represent you in Washington, D.C. in a way that he never has. As a healthcare provider, and especially in these times when we have the coronavirus wreaking havoc on every part of our society, it is more important than ever that we get our universal healthcare in place and straightened out, and the best people to do that must be healthcare providers. We've worked in the system, we know what's broken and what is great, and we can move forward and make progress so that we get to universal single-payer healthcare. In my work as a midwife, I had a small business here in the Pikes Peak region offering home birth services to my clients. I quickly realized I was spending more time fighting insurance companies and dealing with the roadblocks that we have built into our system because we are focused on profits, not patients. So getting rid of the roadblocks that we have designed into our system, the deductibles, the copays, the astronomically high prescription drug costs, the lack of access to mental health care and addiction services. These are all a product of having insurers who stand to make a profit off of healthcare rather than providers designing our systems. And so as a person who has worked in the field, I am qualified to remove those roadblocks and make it so that you can actually use your healthcare instead of waiting until you have a crisis to manage. One of the reasons that I'm running for office is to protect this beautiful state that we live in. I also breathe air and drink water, and I want to make sure that those are safe for my children and my children's children. And so I've already been on the ground in this community working to make that a reality. I've stood shoulder to shoulder with activists as we work to close the Martin Drake coal plant and transition to renewable energy in a way that doesn't leave behind the workers that are powering our communities. When I'm in Washington, D.C., I will work hard to protect your Social Security benefits. They must be indexed to cost of living so that you can use them to live with dignity in your community. They also should not be subject to income tax. This reduces the amount that you have to live on, and that's not acceptable. So especially in these challenging times, I'd like to thank you for participating in the democratic process and to ask for your support moving forward as a delegate to your congressional convention. By supporting me, you are putting a progressive to work to make sure that DC is protecting people before profits.